Hey, what's up? My name's Tamara. Welcome to my channel. I am a graphic designer and branding expert turned into digital product Etsy seller. So last year alone, I made $33,000 completely passively on Etsy by selling digital products. I found this so inspiring and exciting that I now create courses to teach people how to do exactly the same thing. So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you a really popular digital product on Etsy. This product is really easy to make in Canva, and I'm going to teach you exactly how to do it. And this can be your first digital product. If you've never made a digital product before, this is a really good one to get started with. Okay, let's jump in and I'll show you how it's done. Okay, so this is the template that I'm talking about here. It's a monogram. It's got a little space in the middle so people get the image file and then they can just add in whatever name that they want, and then they can print it on stuff. So this is a digital file. They get all these different formats here. There's 26 of them, so every single letter is a different file. This listing, I am using Everbee plugin here to see all the stats. I'm gonna link it below if you're interested, but basically you can see how much each item's making monthly. This is making $4,700 a month. So this is a really easy thing to create, and I'm going to show you how to do it in Canva. All right. So basically what you want to do is you want to create a blank design, custom size. Let's do 2000 by 2000. Let's just make it square because it's easier that way and it looks professional. So basically you just go in here and type in, under elements, you type in a letter. So I just type in, if I don't see anything under A, I'll go to B, kind of scroll down. Basically, I'll just go through. You can type in some keywords. Let's do floral. Okay, this one's really nice. Ooh, look at this one. This one has like some nice leaves going on. So basically, you find one that you like, but then make sure you go under Magic Recommendations, see all, and make sure that every letter is available by that artist. So I can see that there's a lot of different options here. So this is a good one to go with. The reason why I don't just use the text tool and make a letter is because you can't add that space in the middle. You can't chop up that letter. I can add a white rectangle over top, but then when I export it, that white rectangle is gonna be in there in the vector file. So this is not the way. We need to use an element. So basically what I do from here to add that space. Oh yeah, and just make sure you don't already use an element. You might be tempted to use one that already has a space in the middle. Don't do that, because with Canva, you can't resell elements that you don't do anything to. You can't just take one, plop it in and sell it. You have to make some edits and add some other elements to it. So that's why we're gonna do it this way. So you just wanna make sure that's centered. I'm gonna add in a white rectangle in the middle here. And this is just gonna be my guide. I'm gonna delete this later, okay? So let's just center it here. You wanna make sure it's tall enough that you can fit a name in. I wanna make sure that too, I can still read the letter behind it, so I can still tell that's a B. So that one's working out really well for me. Then I'm gonna add in a shape. So I'm just gonna add in that line shape, drag it all the way across. If it's doing something weird like going on a strange angle, just hold down Control if you're on a Mac, and then that'll just make sure you can make it straight. And then I want to adjust the thickness. In this case, I want it to be about as thick as the line of the letter. So that looks about right. And then you just want to duplicate that. So I have it at the top of my rectangle, and now I have it at the bottom, and I just want to make sure it's centered. You'll see the guide sort of pop up there when it is. There we are. Okay. So now that I have that up there, I can delete my rectangle in the middle. So I have these two lines. That doesn't look right. So what we're gonna do now is click on your B, duplicate it, then line it up exactly on top, click on it, and that's just gonna select the first one. Then click crop, and you're gonna wanna drag these corners up so the bottom is now your top line. So I'm gonna line that up, I'm gonna click done. Now I'm gonna click the B on the bottom here. This is my bottom B, click crop. And now I'm gonna do the exact same thing, but I'm gonna drag it so it's lined up to the bottom line. And I just wanna make sure I don't actually accidentally go in here. I wanna make sure I'm getting that whole width of the B. So once that's done, click done. And now, voila, and you see that there's no rectangle in the middle. So when I export this, it's not going to have that ugly white rectangle. And basically you want to just repeat this process for every single letter. So this is the B I chose. How I find the other letters really easily, click on info, and then under here it says view more by, okay, I'm not going to try and pronounce that. But then you can look under here. So I did the B. Now let's look for the letter A. And I typed in floral. So A, floral. She's got a lot of different items here. But then I'm going to find the one that I use. So it looks like it's this one here. So you can just create a new artboard, delete that. So I'm going to add that in here. Ooh, actually, you know what? It's not that one. It's this one. So this artist has actually made a ton of letters, so it's a little bit tricky to find the exact set. So you'll just have to kind of go in and make sure the ones you're using, I can tell that these ones are all from the same set. You want to make sure they're all from the same set. Okay, so these are stunning. Oh my gosh, I love these. So then what you want to do when you've already done one is just select your 2 lines, copy them, go down your new one, paste. And then you basically just repeat that exact same process, duplicating it, cropping it to the lines. And yeah, once you've done one, the other ones are a lot quicker. So you repeat that same process for all of the letters of the alphabet. Okay. You want to have them in order too, obviously. I did B first, then you go A, B, and go through all of them. So when you're done all of the letters, you click share, and you want to download them. So you want to download them in a really high resolution. I would recommend, let's just go big or go home here. Let's do, around 40. This is going to be more than enough for most people. You're not really going to need more than 4,000 by 4,000. I would say that's pretty good. PNG, so you want to download them as PNG, 4,000 by 4,000, transparent background. Under here, you want to click all pages. So this will say 26. Download, and that'll download that as a zip file. Go through again, download them, do the same thing for JPEG, make sure that's full, 100% quality. And then you also want the SVG file. This is the vector file, transparent background, exact same thing. So then these are the zip files that you're going to use when you create your digital product on Etsy. So I'm just showing you quickly where you add those zip files in. You're going to see this once you create a digital product on Etsy. And then just under the digital file area, this is where you're going to add in those 3 zip files. So easy peasy. All right, I hope you enjoyed that tutorial. Now you can see you don't have to be an insanely good graphic designer to create popular digital products. You just need to know how to do a little research to see what's already out there and just know the basics in Canva. So if you like this tutorial, subscribe to my channel. And if you want to know more about what it takes to be a successful digital product seller on Etsy, you can check out my course, Etsy Maven, that I'm going to link below. All right, see you soon. Bye.